Welcome to another vlog. I thought it was time for another book review. This one is of Charles St. John, dated 1809 to 1856. And he's a naturalist and he's also an amateur, he says he's an amateur artist. And it's his notes, sketches, drawings, paintings, and diary of him being the naturalist and artist, going about the countryside, observing things and taking notes of them all. So I picked this up at Oxfam. I think it was just at the end of summer there. And as you can see, I paid $4.99. That's all. $5, you could say, short of a penny. But anyway, I thought today we'd do a book review on the naturalist, the Scottish naturalist, Charles St. John. Got the cover off, I can't get it back in, but anyway, let's go. Right, as you can see, it's a book and it's called A Scottish Naturalist. It's the notes of Charles St. John. All of St. John's writings give a marvellous picture of the natural history and life in Scotland in the middle of the 19th century. In addition, there is a balance of his beautiful, proportioned and prose and power of description rarely found in an English language. Now, this is one page that I picked out for you. Let's have a look. This one here. Now, it's his notes, and this is the February the 12th, 1852. He's wrote, "Fine and warm, blackbirds are now singing in the garden early in the morning, and the larks all day. I saw 2 merlins today flying around and after each other and uttering their spring cry. A water ouzel in the Lossy was singing this morning and chasing another bird of the same kind, apparently a female, not being so black as the one that was singing. They frequently both dropped into the water and dived for a short time. The song is a very musical and pleasing, though short." Isn't that lovely? I'll give you a quick flick through and let you see some of the pictures and whatever. Scan back. You can see that he's got ink sketches and drawings all throughout the book. Beautiful drawings and paintings. He said even although he was not a professional artist, but I think you must admit he was a pretty good artist in my mind anyway. I mean, look at these. These are drawings and paintings to be proud of. What a lovely book. I had to get it. Deer. Heads of birds, sketches, studies. As I said, he's got all these black ink drawings all throughout the book as well to complement his notes. And it's not just notes he's got. He's telling you a good bit about the birds and the animals that he comes across. Lovely. I don't know about you, but I love reading books. Historical books, naturalist books, bird books, wildlife books, artist books, you name it, I'll read it. I don't think there's many books I haven't read. Of course, the majority of books that I read are art books at the moment and historical books for my historical portraits. As I said, I picked up this book at Oxfam. That's where I get a lot of my old books and whatever, all my old vintage books. Look at that. Beautiful painting of a butterfly and a frog. There's a newt. Seen plenty of them on my travels. Yeah, look at this. It's got an elephant there. Look at that, he's got an elephant drawn there. Lovely, eh? Some of these pages I'll pause it and you can pause your own video and have a read at it. There's eggs. Of course he'd come across a lot of eggs in his travels. That's like what I do. You see them in the grass and whatever. You just, yeah, that's why you've got to be careful when you're walking about. When you're out in the country having a walk, you've got to keep your eyes peeled. Especially in the springtime when there's nests about. Mr. Mouse. Right, here's another one I'll read to you. Oh. The white of the barn owl, though so common in many parts, the white or the barn owl, though so in many parts of England, is comparatively rare in this country. I have, however, seen it in the rocks of Finhorn and in other places. It frequents buildings and old ruins, but some seem where numerous, particularly to attach itself to church towers. You see what I mean? It's not just like a diary that is wrote. Is explaining about the different species, where they inhabit and whatever. It's just so fascinating. The numbers they destroy must be very great when they are unmolested and allowed to breed. None indeed, but the most ignorant gamekeeper would like to see this owl nailed up against his other trophies. Over to this page. I have known one instance of the eagle owl being seen in this district, and it was not then captured, but the description given to me could not have applied to any bird. A man described to me a large bird, which he called an eagle. The bird was sitting on a fir tree, and his attention was called to it by the grey crows uttering their cries of alarm and war. He went up to the tree, and close above his head sat a great bird with large staring yellow eyes, as bright as two brass buttons. The man stooped to pick up a stone or stick, and the bird dashed off the tree into the recess of the wood and was not seen again. This is about an eagle owl that somebody came across, and he was telling Sir John, and he didn't believe it, but this is him giving a description of that owl that he had seen. So you see what I mean? It's fascinating. There's so many stories in the book. Yeah, get another one. February 12th, 1852, fine and warm. Blackbirds now sing in the garden early in the morning, and the larks all day. I saw two merlins today flying around after each other and uttering their spring cry. A water ouzel in the Lossie was singing this morning and chasing another bird, and apparently a female, not being so black as the one that was singing. They frequently both dropped into the water and dive for a short time. The song is very, very musical and pleasing, though short. Lovely. I'll need to look out for more of these books. I have got a couple in my library, but I need to try and get maybe a collection built up, because they're so fascinating into the insights of a naturalist or an artist or both, you know what I mean? So anyway, that's my book of Charles St. John. And I hope you enjoyed that little review. And as it says, I got it out of Oxfam. If I can just get the page where it is, just to show you. Look at this. There you are. Oh, up a bit, up a bit, Colin. $4.99. What a bargain. In fact, the only time that the crab has to grow in is just after casting, as its skin commences immediately to harden into a new shell, and this done, all increases of size is impossible. Before casting, the flesh of the crab seems to be entirely turned into a watery substance enclosed in a tough skin, which enables it to draw itself whole out of the shell. Fascinating. See what I mean? He comes across and tells his notes and diary of everything, all animals, birds, fish, wildlife, sea creatures, everything. Lovely. I'll read a little bit of the foreword. St. John was the most acute observer of birds and animals and their habits, their arrivals and their departures in his writings, vividly convey the unalloyed pleasure of life close to nature. It's intersped with chapters on each month of the year and sections on the main species of birds and animals that St. John studied and describes in his book. Lovely. A great read. I like to take the book out of its cover and let you see what it's like. There you are. A lovely book. It's the gold writing as well. Isn't that lovely? Beautiful book. A treasure. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that book review. A little change. I did promise you a book review coming up, so there'll be many more like this in the coming vlogs. So look out for them and give me a like up and a subscribe to my channel if you liked it, and here's for more to come. Anyway, bye bye for now. I think the next vlog will be up in Heathfield or Leafy's Wood. Well, we'll be out and about anyway. But anyway, let's go. Stop the blathering, Colin. Is it breakfast time? Breakfast time. I'm not long up. Bye bye.